My name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. Here's your daily technical analysis of foreign exchange markets. I'm going to start with the euro against the dollar. A fourth bullish white soldier yesterday, and also a bullish opening white Mariposa. The market rose from the opening and punched through the March 2018 low at 121.52, also taking out the April 2018 low at 122.12 and closing over both, but slowing and halting ahead of the significant resistances made up from the downtrends of the 2008 to date move, currently at 122.41, and a 2011 to date move, currently at 122.51, and also the February high at 122.42. Overall, what looked like might be a bull flag type formation over recent weeks seems to be morphing into a possible, unusual, broadening formation, right angled and ascending. It's a bit early, but that's what it's looking like right now. For the moment, I'll still keep it provisional target X for the bull flag above in the 124.35 area, but there's a lot in the way on the journey up there. So far today, seemingly cautionary move higher to test the 2008 to date downtrend and the February high, but pulling back down as well. Cable, aka sterling against the US dollar. A third bullish white soldier yesterday and a break up and over the resistance at 141.43. This is the second of the oft-mentioned trio of overhead resistances of 140.75, 141.43 and the March 2018 high at 142.43. We also have the double bottom formed since mid-March, a preliminary target X for which is in the 142.45 area, the same area as the March 2018 and February 2020 highs. A full target X1 is in the 143.30 area. Overall, we're still in between the lower time below, currently at 138.35, and its long-term partner, the medium moving average, currently 138.34, whilst above we have the middle time, currently 142.95. Now both these times are from the June to September 2020 bullish shift pitchfork. Please remember, this pitchfork has given the bullish angle of attack of this market since September of last year. As a postscript, this latest move can be traced back to the weekly key reversal up made 2 weeks ago. So far today, not much. A steady to lower market around yesterday's close. The next resistances are at 142.35 and 142.43. Euro against sterling. An immediate countering bullish double yesterday after the previous session's combined bearish engulfing pattern and key reversal down. I've recently spoken about the possibility of the April-based ascending triangle morphing into a double top. Well, the jury is still out on that one. Overhead and in large part responsible for capping yesterday's actions, the short-medium moving average, currently 86.15. Meanwhile, below we have the flat line of the bottom of the old March-based descending triangle. That's at 85.45. So far today, an attempt higher through the cap of the short-medium moving average, but not really pushing that much higher right now. Beyond that cap, we have the April 2020 low at 86.69. US dollar against the Indian rupee. A bearish black crow yesterday, overcoming the previous session's attempted hammer pattern. It was the lowest low and low close since late March and a clear close below the flatlining medium moving average, currently at 73.33. Overall, the market finally reached the last of the three targets below. That's target X2, the full potential target for the double top formed over April in the 73 even area. So far today, new recent low, but also a reactionary move back up. This was because below we now have a group of congestion down from the 50% Fibonacci line of the July 2019 April 2020 move at 72.64 all the way down to the February 2020 high at 72.05. It starts actually at the weak looking 2020 today uptrend, currently at 72.70, which perhaps is not that weak after all. US dollar against the Brazilian real. second odd day in a row, probably caused by the first one on Monday. We had then a small bearish black crow yesterday, with aspirations to perhaps be a hammer pattern, but not quite making. This coming after the previous session's confusing combined outside day. That was also an indecisive doji cross. I guess it's further evidence of the uncertainty we saw last week and now into this week. We're capped between the lesser recent 38.5% Fibonacci line on top at 534.15 and below the lesser 61.8% Fibonacci line of the older October 2019 to May 2020 move at 520.31. Now, we still have below target X1, possible full target for the recent sideways triangle at 513.80. I've recently had a suspicion that this may be too much of an ask for this market, and I've even thought of retiring the target. Well, we are still pretty close, so not for now, though I'll still keep an interesting watching brief on it. Further overhead, we still have as a trio of resistance combinations of the recent 50% Fibonacci line at 544.41, the medium moving average currently 547.29, and the long moving average currently 544.45. US dollar against the Mexican peso. A reactionary bullish double yesterday to the recent bearishness, as the market dropped down to the significant support congestion at 1971.68 and was rejected back up again. We nevertheless still have below potential targets from the two head and shoulder top patterns formed over this year. Now, to recap, there are two possible head and shoulders tops, one from mid-January to late March and the other from late February to early April. In the first case, we have an initial target X3 in the 1971.70 area with a full target X4 down in the 19 even area. The initial target X3 was achieved actually before the market moved back up yesterday. In the second case, we have an initial target X1 in the 19.5 area with a full target X2 down in the 18.85.5 area. Meanwhile, overhead, we have the neckline of the late February to early April head and shoulders top currently at 20.0771, and the more significant and flatlining medium moving average currently at 20.2204, just beyond that. So far today, small follow on higher to yesterday's bullish double, but not by much as yet, though it is starting to become something. Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted with this broadcast. Copyright is Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final bit.